Hello students. So let's continue with the MCQs. The first MCQ for today is, a student does the experiment on tracing the path of a ray of light passing through a rectangular glass slab for different angles of incidence. He can get a correct measure of the angle of incidence and angle of emergence by following the labeling indicated in figure. Have a look at the four options. Now the first option, we can see angle of incidence. In the four diagrams, in the four options, we can see that I and E are labeled in different ways. And if your concepts are clear, then you know that when we are measuring I or E, you should know their definition. I is angle of incidence and E is angle of emergence. I is angle between the incident ray and the normal at the point of incidence, and E is angle of emergence, that is angle between the emergent ray and the normal at the point of emergence. So when we look at the four options, four diagrams, we can easily make out that this first angle I is correct. First option, I is correct, but E is wrong, as E is not an angle between the emergent ray and the normal. In the B option, I is wrong, E is correct. In the C option, I is wrong and E is also wrong, so both are wrong. In the fourth option, we can see that I is angle between the incident ray and the normal at the point of incidence, and E is angle of emergence, that is angle between the emergent ray and the normal at the point of emergence. So D is the correct option. Okay, so out of the four options, now see, options are given below, A, B, C, D, where A is capital A, B is capital B, C is capital C, and D is capital D. Sometimes here the options are not given in order, so you have to be very particular here. Okay, you just don't have to see the names of the diagrams, number of the diagram, like here A, B, C, D. These are the names given to the diagrams. Okay, you have to look at the options also. A is A only in this case. So here we don't have any problem. The last option was D, and here D option is capital D figure. So D is the correct option. Now the next MCQ is, a ray of light that strikes a plane mirror PQ at an angle of incidence of 30 degrees is reflected from the plane mirror and then strikes a second plane mirror QR placed at right angles to the first mirror. The angle of reflection at the second mirror is, I'll read the question again. A ray of light that strikes a plane mirror PQ, so PQ is a plane mirror at which a ray of light strikes at an angle of incidence 30 degrees. So angle of incidence for the first plane mirror and this first ray is 30 degrees. Is reflected from the plane mirror and then strikes a second plane mirror QR, which is placed at right angles to the first mirror. The angle of reflection at the second mirror is, okay, so what you have to find out, angle of reflection at the second mirror. There are four options given, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. Let's see the answer. Now in this case, I'll read the question. I have drawn the figure here. Have a look at the figure. Okay, there are two mirrors which are plane mirrors. I have shown their polishing also, so you know their reflecting surfaces now. One is mirror PQ and the other mirror is QR. So let this be PQ mirror and other is, yes, another is QR mirror. Okay, so wait, I have drawn it here. I'll draw it here only. This will be better. I'll draw the mirror here. Just wait. Now both these diagrams are correct actually. Okay, why I have made the second diagram? Because the second mirror was named QR. So as Q point was common in both the mirrors, PQ and the other mirror is QR. So just I have made the Q point common for both the mirrors in the second diagram. Otherwise, even the first diagram is correct, because the main condition is that PQ mirror and QR mirrors, these two mirrors are at right angles to each other. Okay, so in both the diagrams we can see that the two mirrors are perpendicular or at right angles to each other. It means angle between the two plane mirrors is 90 degree. But in case of second diagram, I have taken 1 point of, to be common for both the mirrors. As it is named PQ first mirror and QR is the name of the second mirror. So otherwise you can think of any diagram, both are correct. Now, what is given here? A ray of light, let us see this diagram. A ray of light is incident at this PQ mirror at an angle of incidence. This I is 30 degrees. We know if this is our incident ray, then according to the laws of reflection, our reflected ray will be this, making equal angle with the normal. It means now angle of reflection, which is R, is also equal to 30 degrees. So as per the law, I is equal to R always. So we have drawn this incident ray, this reflected ray, and these are following the laws of reflection that I is equal to R. Now, if the second mirror is placed perpendicular, so we can show here this is placed perpendicular, So this now ray is striking, this reflected ray, it is given that it strikes the second mirror. Now, so I have drawn the normal here, and again by using the laws of reflection, I have drawn the reflected ray. Now this will be angle of incidence for the second mirror, and this will be the angle of reflection. And again we know these both angles are equal as per the law of reflection. I is always equal to R. Now in the question we are supposed to find this angle of reflection at the second mirror. Now if you look at the first mirror, so we should draw the arrows first of all for all the rays. So this is our incident ray, this reflected ray, and this reflected ray becomes an incident ray for the second mirror, and here this is a reflected ray. What actually we have done? We have drawn this diagram by using the laws of reflection. So we have used the law here, I is equal to R. So when angle of incidence at the first mirror PQ is 30 degree, angle of reflection at the first mirror is also 30 degree. And if we see here, this plane mirror is perpendicular to the first mirror. And this normal, which is normal to the PQ, this normal means perpendicular. So normal is perpendicular to PQ and this plane mirror is perpendicular to PQ. In other words, this normal and this are perpendicular to each other. So this becomes the transversal. So by using the property of maths, we know that if this is 30 degree, then this angle is also 30 degree. Interior alternate angles. If this is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree, and this becomes, 90 minus 30, 60 degree, because this is a normal. So normal means this complete angle should be 90 degree. And as this is 30 degree, by interior angle property, for two parallel lines, if this is a transversal, if this is 30 degree, this has to be 90 minus 30, 60 degree. And we know I is always equal to R. It means our angle of reflection at the second mirror is 60 degrees. So now let us look at the options. So now here 4 options are there: 30 degree, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. And we have seen already angle of reflection at the second mirror is 60 degrees. So C is the correct option. Hope you have understood the MCQs. We will continue with the MCQs in the next video. Thank you students. Goodbye.